Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do another energy update as the Schumann resonance has had some pretty significant activity over the last little while. So for a little bit there, for about 35 hours, we had a complete blackout of the Schumann tracker. So this can mean any number of things. It can just be a technological issue, or it could have been knocked out by some kind of incoming energy or some physical source. We don't really know, but it was an extended period of time that we had no information on what the Schumann resonance was doing. As soon as it came back online, there was a decent sized pillar of energy that kind of, took effect right after we got the information up and running again. And then after that, we've been experiencing some highs, and this is it's fairly significant because the highs that usually come are like one small spike and then that's it. It goes back to being, sort of base level. But it's been up in the 60s or at least the 40s over the course of the last, several hours. So this is fairly significant, and you may or may not be feeling this. Whenever the Schumann resonance fluctuates, we have this feeling, or at least I get this feeling of restlessness, and some of you just may feel tired, you may feel energized. It really depends. Like I always say in all of these energy updates, it really just depends on what cycle you're going through at the moment, what physical traits that you've begun to embody energetically, and how you deal with the energy. It always depends for each individual. But what I've been finding for myself is that going outside has been a little bit exhausting. I'm already a bit of a hermit as it is, especially since I work online. So I stay in the house a lot, but I've been going out very infrequently. But when I have, especially in the last few days, I've noticed that I start to feel worse. So I'm not sure what that's about, but I've just been avoiding going outside. Oh, sorry, I'm just getting a download now. They're telling me what that's about. It's the cosmic rays. Because we're still in solar minimum, there's less solar activity, and when this happens, the sun is not giving off as much electricity or whatever it is that interacts with our electromagnetic field of the earth, and so there's less of a protective barrier around the earth, and so a lot of this cosmic radiation is able to penetrate into our atmosphere, into our magnetosphere. So I've talked about this in past energy updates, and I didn't even put two and two together until right now. That's why I love doing these energy updates, because sometimes information will just come through as I'm talking. Oh my God. I just love that, because that's how channeling works. It's sometimes you don't even know the answer until you start speaking, and then the information just comes through straight from your crown chakra down to your throat chakra and out to the world. So I hope you guys are feeling okay and that everything is going well in your life. We have a lot of energy moving around this year, and already, we're only like 3/4 of the way through the month, and already it's just been quite heavy and overall, just a bit weighty. I can't think of any other words to describe it. It's just a little bit heavy, and that's okay. It's a good thing, because we're being, sort of graced with these energies to help us to let go, to help us to release, and that's what gets heavy. Rising up isn't heavy. It's the letting go part that's the heavy part. It's the sitting in the dense energies and really having to look at them and be aware of them, because it's only through awareness that we can actually let go consciously. So this is something that is beneficial to us. And even though it may feel a little bit uncomfortable, it's necessary. And not only that, it's a blessing. And when we see it that way, we shift our perspective. So instead of being a victim to the energies, or a victim to the universe or the sun or whatever's going on in the cosmos, we are always at choice. We have free will, and we're creator beings. So whatever we choose to experience, we literally create. We make that real for ourselves. And as I posted on Instagram the other day, the ability to see is only limited by the ability to believe. So the only limitations that we set upon ourselves are those that we've created in our own mind. So this is kind of where that dense energy comes from in the first place. It's to make us aware of where we're limiting ourselves and then release those limitations, extend our boundaries, not necessarily in like a interdimensional, what am I trying to say here? Not in a codependent type of way, but in an interdimensional type of way. Thank you for clarifying that. They're clarifying it for me, and I'm then clarifying it for you. So, bear with me. All right, guys, I think that's it for the day. So let me know how you guys are feeling. And I'm sorry that I haven't been responding to comments. I've just had to kind of pull my energy back for the past couple of months. I've been guided to do that. I still love you guys, and I appreciate that you're commenting and sharing. And please support each other as well in the comment section. I really love to see you guys answering each other's questions and supporting each other emotionally and energetically. That's fantastic. That's what we're here to do. And I just had to take a step back from my own personal energy to create and support myself in boundaries and energetic boundaries, because as an empath we do tend to sort of overextend our boundaries, and that's why that's been coming up as a theme a lot lately. In January, this year has been so far all about boundaries. I'm seeing it within myself. I'm seeing it within the readings. I'm seeing it in the collective. And these boundaries apply to every area of our lives. But for myself, particularly as, a highly intuitive, highly sensitive person, as an empath, I do tend to, in the past at least, extend my boundaries beyond my limits. And so now I've been guided to pull it back a little bit. Siobhan, it's okay to just, focus on yourself. It's not selfish, it's healthy, and it's necessary, because then I can give back more. I always say this to everybody else, you can't pour from an empty cup. And I'm taking my own advice for once. So thank you guys for your support. And if you resonate and you'd like to stick around with my channel here at 2K